How's everybody doing, man? Whoa there. Whoa's there. That's loud. Ay, man. Ah, happy Saturday. It's been a minute. Normally, I was on a roll doing some of these for a while. What's the last time we did one of these? Um, last time I did one 2 weeks ago. I guess not that long ago. I was busy. Um, well, hello, Bishop. How are you, man? Been a while. Yeah, man. I took my girlfriend at the time. We broke up a couple days ago. But I shouldn't laugh about it. It's unfortunate. I took my girlfriend at the time and I to Austin for 10 days and we had a blast. It was a really good time, man. We went to Austin, Texas, got out of Florida for a bit, got a Airbnb plus. It was, it's a really good time. So that's why I didn't do one last week. We were out of town. A lot of food. I probably dropped 3 or 4 grand just on dinners. Like we were eating good. It was a good time, dude. Did some art, museums, bike tour. Yeah, it's dope. It was a really good time. But yeah, man, back to the grind. My markdown course came out on Thursday. This morning, I spent the last 2 hours doing some interview stuff for some blogs and YouTube channels that want to talk to me about some stuff. Looks like I'll be doing a new course with LinkedIn Learning on unit testing. I have 2 little 1-hour events next week I'm doing with Scrimba. One's called Meet Your Teacher, which just sort of a Q&A sort of thing. And another one is just like a guest on something or another. I don't know. It's all a blur to me. It's so cold in here. I feel like Jon Snow. The winter is coming. I just have my coat. Throw it back. I got the heater on though. But yeah, man. Talked to my boss on Friday just to move along the moving process. So I'm hoping to have a game plan by the end of the week. Go from there. So looking to get my butt in Seattle sooner than later. I'm good, man. I've been busy. So if you guys don't know, I've been doing Cruise Mentor, which is I think I said Cruise Mentor. It's actually Mentor Cruise. Yeah, Mentor Cruise, which is a mentoring site, and I'm getting pretty close to the point where I can increase my rates a little bit, and I can be part of their what do you call that crap? They have the top tier guides, the top tier mentors. So do I plan on living in the city? Probably not. I don't know. So I'm hoping my work will fly me out to do like a house hunting tour for like 3 days. I've heard they've done that with other people, so I think that's a possibility. But I won't know until I talk to the who's who, the people, the decision makers. But I'm hoping to have that conversation. Originally I was planning on not going out till like September, maybe even October. But at the time I was staying out here, one, to save some money and whatnot. But two, the main reason was I'd met somebody right when I got this job, and it's been about 3-4 months now. That isn't a thing. So it's time for me to sort of move my life. And I've talked with the other friend who's like in a similar position, and who's in a similar position today. And I was like, well, I was telling her, I was like, well, your life in her case is in Austin. So like go to Austin, like start your life. Everything else is just sort of holding you back. Like, you know, go there and do the life thing. Um, so, uh, but yeah, Cruise Mentors worked out really good, man. Good. I feel like I'm doing some good work with people. I'm helping people out, making a little bit of money. Mentor Cruise. God, I keep saying it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, and it's I mean, I think React has more jobs. I personally like Angular better. I work in React though. So, but yeah, so it's been a little bit of a wild week, but uh lots of lots of good stuff, man. I'm very excited to do some of these projects that I'm on, and it's I don't, living in the city, not living in the city. I don't know. I would much rather. So what I'm thinking, I'm a little cash light right now. I wasn't expecting to move till later this year, so I have about 1/4 the amount of money cash on hand I wanted to have, um, and for the move, but I'm accelerating it. So, um, um, am I gonna miss working remote? I'm sure I'll work remote a little bit. Like 2, 3 days a week, maybe 2 days a week. Um, um, so it's I'll look forward to being in the office. I don't mind being in the office. Like there's benefits to both. Don't want it to be one or the other. And I've been working remotely for 2 years now. And you see these guys? I love them. I love this dog and I love this dog. But I'm not one of the dogs. Oh, you're a good boy. Daddy loves you. Oh, daddy loves you too, you needy girl. But like I can't spend 24/7 with my dogs. I just can't. They're going to have separation anxiety. I'm going to have separation anxiety. And I got to get out of the house sometimes, man. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, back up. Back. Okay, okay. Okay, you're a good girl. Now back up. Greetings from the Balkans. Boy, I don't know what this. What do you think about remote front end job? Any good portals? I don't know what you mean by that. Like any good outlooks? Uh, I do know some people in Seattle, and also my teammates. I'm getting along really long, so I like my team quite a bit. I've worked places where it's clear that like last place I worked, minus the fact that I had a friend and colleague I got there, it wasn't like we were ever going to hang out or do anything like that. That's not really the feel I get from this team. They go on like ski trips together and things like that. So that's cool, man. So like it'll be a more friendlier thing that way. Um, and then I do have one of my good friends in Seattle and a couple others that are like, because if you remember, I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from Southern California, so like, as people have left, they've gone to Oregon, they've gone to like Portland, they've gone to Salt Lake, some have gone to Vegas, and some have gone to Seattle. So everyone's sort of that West Coast type of thing. Full stack's gonna be a better career path than Android. How's the COVID situation? It's fine. You wear masks when you go out, and that's pretty much it. Florida's been pretty much open since day one. Speaking of which, I need to figure out. I know I'm like last in line to get the vaccine. Can I get vaccinated in Florida? Do you think I can pass for someone 60? I'm 33. I'm gonna pull it off. I heard that's how we do it now. Um, but yeah, I don't. I'm definitely last on the list. Firefighters, 50 years of age or older. Um, K-12 school employees, 50 years. Healthcare workers with direct patient contacts. Persons to be extremely vulnerable and persons 60 and older. 000. Any upcoming course? Markdown course came out on Scrimba. It's free for the next 5 days, I want to say. And then the the next course I'll be building most likely will be a unit testing course for LinkedIn Learning. Seattle rent's gonna hurt. Ain't that bad, man. I mean, I was looking on Zillow at a few places. If I don't live in the city, it'll be equivalent to what I pay for my mortgage right now. So, like, if I go to see, like, I'm not planning on living in the city. I don't mind commuting. I mean, it's not ideal. I'll probably go and spend a max of like 2 grand a month, and I'll need 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, home type, a house, because I have a dog, and like at $2,000 a month, that's only $350 more than I pay now. And it's a house that I can rent 1,000 square feet. It's not gonna be as nice, but I'll deal with it. And that's in Seattle. That's not even the surrounding areas. Like, it's not a nice house, but like I'm just looking to rent for a year, get situated, and then I can go buy something if I want to. I might buy something. I don't know. Uh, I'm good, Enzo. What's going on with you, man? I'm just trying to, you know, whenever breakups happen, I try to stay a little busy, try to do a little soul searching, try to, you know, figure out what's going to work for me, what my next steps are, and go from there. So that's sort of where I'm at. The Tacoma commute is rough. Yeah. So the one thing I got to find out is how if it's like a hard I'm going to the office 5 days a week. It doesn't sound like that's going to be the case. Um, if I commute 3 days a week, I'm cool with that. So hey, baby girl. Oh, dude, having dogs is the roughest. I mean, I love them, and honestly, I don't think I would have got through COVID without them. Um, but it definitely makes life harder. It makes dating harder. It makes traveling harder. Like even when I went to Austin for 10 days, I pay my dog sitter $75 a day to watch the dogs. That's $750 just for me to go out of town for 10 days. That doesn't include the flights. That doesn't include the Airbnb or the food or the events, right? Just to have them, and like I'm very grateful she watches them, and I think that's actually a fine price for two dogs to be held up in your house for 2 days, two big dogs at that. Um, but like right now, if it was just me, I could sell everything, get a little studio condo, and be cool. Like I could do the downtown life, but like even if I had cats, I could do that. Dogs are just so much more. I need a yard. Like I'm not looking at renting apartments. You can't rent apartments with two dogs like this. You need a house. You got the dog tax of life and money. And like, I complain about it sometimes because I can look at it objectively and be like, God, this makes my life so much harder in this arena. But like, when we got the dogs, it was April and I think she was feeling a little lonely, and she grew up with dogs, and I fell in love with the dogs once we got them, and the idea at the time was like, okay, let's get some dogs because we're gonna start a family in the near future and all that sort of stuff, and these are family dogs. These are high energy family dogs. They're like working dogs, so like it's just me and them. And luckily, I have 2 to keep them busy enough, but, like, they're working to like, they need to be out there running every day. And I'm just not about that life. Love them to death, but I can't keep up. Luckily, I get 2. You got 2, huh? You got your brother. You and your brother, huh? That's one thing I really liked about Kat is that she interacted with the dogs quite a bit. Um, because I get it, they're high energy, high maintenance. Hey, the Bayless Code. Good to see you as well. You handsome man. Um, you don't know what to build. Any suggestions? What are you passionate about? Are you passionate about MMA? Do something about MMA. Just choose something you're interested in and then build upon it. That's usually the easiest thing, and find a way to make money with it as well. Passionate about Star Trek? Dude, build a Star Trek API. Beam me up, dog. I'm being serious, man. And just build a front end for it so people can use it easier. Why is it difficult to get your first programming job? Because you know you're an unproven asset. Hey, I want $60,000. Hey, I want $100,000 to do something. You ever done it before? No. Someone has to take a chance on you. It's like saying, why do you get paid less for your first job than your fourth job? Because you haven't proven yourself. You know, there's going to be hiccups, and that's okay. It's expected, but like that's why. It's not there's nothing too complex about it. You're an unproven asset. Are those stevia sodas good? Yeah, okay, so this any of you don't know, this is Zevia. So I don't know if I've talked about this, but I have psoriasis on my scalp, which essentially means that at the end of the day, your skin um is overcompensating. It's like it's anyhow, the cells of my skin think they need to like shed more. It's basically so I have like on my scalp, you might look at dandruff would be a light example, but like anyhow, there's been a lot of stuff that showed that your diet is directly correlated to what it is that you intake. And so like a lot of pre-processed foods and things like that can trigger it. So one thing I read that is really common when it came to psoriasis of things that you shouldn't be intaking is aspartame, which is the number one thing that they put in diet soda. So I looked for alternatives, and hence stevia soda, stevia based soda, which is a plant based sugar, and it's 0 calories, all that. So I've tried 3 different ones. This is something I recently tried. This is the regular cola. I've also tried the root beer, and I've tried the Dr. Pepper one, which is called Dr. Zevia. So what I can say is that the cola is great. The root beer is good. The Dr. Zevia is just something that's not like Dr. Pepper. I'm moving out this summer. It's making me super nervous. Um, well, it's okay to be nervous. I'm nervous about my move. One thing that's helping me is even though it's happening quicker than I thought it was going to, is saving up some money, just making sure that I'm in a financial position where I don't have to stress about that aspect of my life and having more cash on hand to cover anything that comes up. So, if there's things that you can handle ahead of time to do it. But yeah, is that chair necessary? What? I mean, there's a lot of things that aren't necessary. I don't I don't know how that's a relevant question. No, yeah, for sure. Socks aren't necessary in shoes, but I also wear those all the time. Uh, you know, there are luxuries in life, sometimes we pay for them. Um, you land a new job? Nice, Natalia. Hopefully you're able to get a nice pay raise and, work in some new current technologies. Good for you. I'm trying to motivate myself to work out today. I don't know if it's gonna happen though. If you're not sure how to do UI, just go and look at other people's UI and base it off of it. Continue with React. Good. Good for you. I'm glad you're able to work with some newer technologies and get a pay bump and all that stuff. Star Trek API and React Python. That sounds great, man. What I like about Seattle, one, it's a tech hub. There's a lot of opportunity there. Not only just with Amazon, but if they, for whatever reason, I needed to, from a practical sense, move on or something happened, there's a lot of great opportunities there. Um, I've loved the weather. I know a lot of people are gonna feel the weather shit. Um, I like the weather. It's different change of pace. I've done hot and dry. I've done hot and humid. I'm looking for something a little cold and wet. So hook a brother off that. So that's very attractive to me. Washington itself has no state tax, something I'm also very attracted to. One of the reasons I like Florida. You know, at this point in my life, there's only probably three states I could see myself living in: Washington, Texas, Florida. Um, I don't see myself ever going to a place that has state taxes again and high regulation. Like Washington's gonna have the highest of the regulation of the three, but like um uh so I've heard a lot of good things about food in the area, and when I visited when I was interviewing for Microsoft way back in the day, was really nice. So ideally what I'd like to happen in the nearest future is have a house in all three of those places. So I'm thinking when I move, I'm going to keep this house and I'll have it as an investment property because right now, happy Saturday to you too. Right now, my house is going up by more than $5,000 a month because so many people are moving to Florida, and it's definitely unsustainable, without a doubt. But like, um, uh, you know, if it's going up 5 grand a month, that's 60 grand a year. That's substantial money. I might as well hold on to it. So, um, and then figure out what's next, right? So like, uh, But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't know if I'll ever live back in Florida, but I'll hold on to it for a year or two. And sell it. I mean, Washington's great for the no state tax, and the city itself was beautiful, man. I really did like Seattle when I was there. I wish I spent more time there. Also, my family's all on the West Coast and Midwest areas. So, um, you know, I've been trying to get back closer to family for some time. It's just hard being alone for years at a time. Hey, have a good one, man. Yeah, I know. I gotta get that workout in. Um, I know. Oh, I'll drink some pre-workout and it'll kick in and then I'll power through. Um, Mr. Lee here is one of my mentees that I do on mentor cruise that I mentioned earlier. Um, oh, maybe I should have said that. I hope that's okay to share. What? Sorry if I, sorry. Is that not business professional? Like I don't know. I'm not like a therapist, so like I feel like that's probably okay, right? But yeah, this last week was a little hectic, so I definitely have this up. But yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to it. It's you know, I have one thing I really appreciated while Kat and I was dating was just being around other people in a weird way. A lot of my friends are digital for the most part, in the sense of like we're in different states, we're moving around doing different things. And like doing stuff with her and her family, that was really nice. It was nice family time. May not have been my family, but it was just, you know, filled a little bit of that void. Um, it had been a very long time since like I had a significant other that I was doing like family stuff with. And like that was really nice and sweet and like something I cherished. And so, I'd already for a while been wanting to get closer to home, but like that that makes it a little bit more. I mean, Swift, if you have your heart set on doing iOS development, do it. If you're asking me if that's the best first programming language or if web dev is a better path, my answer is going to be based off stats and statistically web dev's always going to be a better path. 1 month in at Amazon, yeah, Tech Rally joined the squad also. Yeah, it's like I was, you know, Eric's over there also. It's just like they're collecting us YouTubers. React review, React. Gotta catch them all. We're like Pokemon. Man, is Eric's internet so bad? I don't know. Uh, I think we have 2 more episodes for this season, and then we're gonna probably take a very long break until I relocate and get situated. And um, yeah, I don't know that I don't. I mean, Eric and I were talking about this early in the week. I don't know that I want to continue the podcast. Um, there's better uses for my time. I enjoy it. It's fun. But from a financial perspective, it hasn't really worked out all that great. And from a time, Eric has like kids and shit, and a wife, and I understand that. So he has to have more of a structured schedule. I just kind of go with the flow. Like I don't like keeping a schedule outside of work. The only thing I need to know is that from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, I need to be somewhere. After that, I'm doing whatever I want. And it's not like I'm necessarily super busy, but it's hard for me to keep to a schedule because I don't want to. So that's been an issue with the podcast as well, where like the type of life I'm trying to live is me not um is me not my focus is on my mental health, my physical health, my dating life, and things like that. So like heart, I don't want to be tied down by things. I hate having schedules. It bothers me. Um, why are you not making videos on coding challenges or something like before related to the front end? I did everything I needed to do. I build courses now, and I do other things related to software. Interests change, so I haven't moved to Seattle yet. But I will be moving for my Amazon job. Yeah. Also, I mean, another reason I haven't really been doing YouTube is again reevaluating things for my mental health and getting the biggest bang for my buck. The amount of energy that it takes to make a YouTube video, if I put that into building a course, if I put that into other things, it's a much better payoff. And so that's kind of just the reality of the situation is that I try to find the thing. I still working on various projects. I want to do the things that give me the biggest return in terms of happiness, monetary, career progression, and YouTube right now doesn't do that for me. How have things been with the girlfriend? We broke up 2 days ago. So there you go. We did take a nice trip in Austin for 10 days. That was nice. But that's, you know, thanks for bringing it up. Nah, no, it was sort of a semi-mutual thing of we, one of the good things about spending so much time together for 10 days is people can't play nice about things that are issues. And so, we spent some time together and found that there are certain things that we weren't compatible on. And uh, that's that. It's unfortunate, but sometimes that's how it plays out. How long will it take you to become a developer? Me, instantaneously, because I am a developer. I always tell people to plan for a year to 18 months for their developer journey. Most people are going to tell you much less, and it could be much less, and it probably should be, but that's what I tell people to plan. How old am I? I'm 33. I always find it so fascinating how often I get asked how old I am. Because almost immediately means that they're comparing wherever I am in my life to wherever you are and like what that means. And I don't know that's the healthiest thing to do. How do you feel about the Sterling fight? Are you talking about the one where he got kneed in the head and then all that? Yeah. I mean, he got the title. The guy got disqualified. I don't think he should have been like posting photos and videos with the belt like he's some like what I mean? Like you keep that. You just you hold it by the wayside till the rematch. You know what I mean? Or you fully embrace it and just become the heel. Like if Colby Covington won the belt that way, he'd be out there saying he was about to mess him. Like he would completely embrace the heel. You gotta do that. The royalties thing you told me about building websites and getting a profit on Shopify and Wix struck a nerve. So now I'm using a cheap name and website building, just charging $20 per month for hosts. There you go. Make some money, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. Like I said, it was a mutual sort of thing. Uh, I of course will take time to heal. I'm making choices and all that sort of stuff. So, um, you know, it sucks. There's a there's something very how can I put this? There's something that makes it a little easier to swallow when it's just a hey, you're not compatible issue rather than someone did something shitty. So, um, like it is what it is. And I can understand that, accept that. It makes it a little bit easier in that aspect. Um, obviously not the result anybody wanted, but so JavaScript on free code game Udemy, build stuff. That's what I recommend. Actually build stuff. Don't just be doing courses. Go out and build stuff. Yeah, man, it's just gonna suck to start dating again. I'll be honest with you. Like, I didn't really want to break up. There just wasn't much of a choice in the matter. Um, like I was pretty happy about the majority of our relationship, but there's just like certain things that we couldn't work past. So it's like, God, go back in the dating pool again and be single and do all that. Oh my God. Because like it's not like I even want a relationship anymore, but also I need to meet people and do things and date and ugh, it's always been such a miserable experience. I don't look forward to it at all, dude. Uh, so I'll work a little bit more. I'll read a little bit more. I'll do a little bit of soul searching. Do a little bit of dating eventually. Um, yeah, I'm not looking forward to it though. I recommend you build things, man. Build things that people are going to be impressed by the show that you're learning. Start the move as a clean slate. Yeah. Hence the I have friends that are girls. I although they're usually like women that I have briefly dated, and then we found out that we weren't like compatible. Um, I have a friend who's a data scientist. We talk all the time. Uh, I have a friend. I have a friend who we had a fling who's now a lesbian. And I met up with her last night to chat about my relationship stuff, and then she is going through something similar, and so talked about her sort of coming out as well, um, and support her, congratulate her. I don't know if congratulate's the right word, but support her and listen, and so that was cool. It's nice to catch up. Uh, yeah, I mean I do have female friends. Um, yeah. Planning on going back to the office in August? Yeah, I think the August, July timeframe seem to be where a lot of people are. I personally still think a lot of this stuff's getting pushed back. Hello, student. I'm not a low-key player. That is not something anyone has ever accused me of. I'll be your hype man to the moon. Listen, man, you be my hype man like that dude was screaming BitConnect back in the day. BitConnect! Do I know the country of Iran? I mean, I'm aware that Iran is a country. If that is what you're asking. You should focus on yourself a bit, man. I have been all year, and I plan to continue. As a matter of fact, I plan to do that pretty much my entire life. But yeah, I'm just getting my move initiated, and I have a couple other books that I've been reading about self-help that I'm going to keep doing. I currently work in React primarily. Yeah. But you're right, Josh. Yeah, I plan to continue that. Missed listening the past couple weeks. I'll be around. I got a lot more free time now. Do I offer a live course, online course? No, I don't. Why don't I close my door? Why would I close my door? I'm the only person here. Besides the dogs, but it always seems like relationships come during transition periods and never when you're settled, at least for myself anyways. I don't think this last one came when I was in a transition period. I think honestly, I think this relationship was the best. It was 4 months. It wasn't super long. I think it was one of the healthiest ones I've had. And I think it was one of the best ones, and I have nothing but respect and understanding for her. And I'd help her out and pick up her call if she needed something. And I don't think either one of us hate each other. It just didn't work out. And that's okay. That happens. But I don't know that we met at a transition period. I think she caught me after I got done going through a transition period, which is a different thing. Like I'm always going to focus on growth, but I think I gave her the best version of myself that I could, and I don't think if she met me a year before that, she would have dated me. So have I ever developed a mobile game? I have not. I have no interest in ever going and developing games. That's a horrible idea. Stress, less money. Ugh. No, thank you. Tic-tac-toe app. Yeah. Whew. That doesn't count. It's like a beginner learner project. At the age of 33, am I too old to do coding? I'm 33, and I didn't start till I was 28, so I think you're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Dude, Nike that shit, dog. Oh, oh man. What is the chair in the background used for? It's a massage chair. Develop a baby. Just don't develop a baby. You gotta develop a relationship. I mean, I suppose you could. It's not recommended. It's not the recommended approach to having children. You should code anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a day while you're learning. Take this time to get yoked. I don't want to get yoked, man. I just spent like a year going from almost 200 to like 165. I'm happy. I feel healthy. I feel happy. I'm just going to maintain. Honestly, I'm yoked in other ways that I'm okay with. I spent all this time building up financial success, career success, trying to be in touch with better communication skills, all that sort of stuff. That the physical aspect of things, listen, I'm 33. At what age do you stop trying to get yoked? Like, there's not too many 40-year-old yoked dudes, and I'm not trying to be one of them. Like, you know, it's not like I'm in awful shape. Yeah, I don't have a six pack, but I have like a two pack. Joe Rogan is pretty old, yeah, and he's also on human growth hormone, which essentially is a steroid. Also, he's a much and his body frame's different, right? So like I'm 6 foot, 165 pounds. For me to get yoked, and I have long limbs, right? I have to put on muscle. Like it is a full-time job because I've done it. So it's I used to be 145. I went up to 175, put 30 pounds of muscle on in like 2 years. And I just stuck to a diet and this and that. And I was in some of the best shape of my life. So if I was to go and like get a six pack and get all cut and put on probably about another 10, 20 pounds of muscle, we're talking about supplements every day, 2-hour workouts, strength training, all this sort of stuff. And like, by the way, people get hurt doing strength training. And as you get older, you get hurt more often. So like the pull up, push up routine, the ab wheel routine that I'm doing, you know, the Ring Fit Adventure, all that's working for me. I'm not trying to get swole again. Um, you know, yeah, man, I'll just get some of that good old HGH like Joe Rogan. And I go, Joe also has a body frame where like he's going to look swole. Like he's got that sort of short, thick body frame. Me, it's oh god, it would take so much. My dog's sleeping over. I see her twitching. You know. Yeah, like how tall is Joe, man? There are benefits being yeah, man. We all know the short, ripped guys. Joe Rogan's 5'7". Yeah, he's 5'7", according to the internet, and the internet doesn't lie. Yeah. Not only at 6 foot are you taller, but it's not like just your torso's taller, your legs taller, your arms taller, all that sort of stuff. So, her name's Boise, and then there's Gator also, who is probably in the hole sleeping. Oh man, I got my jacuzzi back up and running. I've been going in every day. I love that thing, man. I really do. I got a little annoyed because it got like some sludge, but I did like a chemical treatment to it and took care of it. I just got to stay on top of it. There's nothing nicer than, waking up in the morning and hopping in the jacuzzi, or at night, just taking 10 minutes to yourself, turn on the jets, no lights on, and just sort of enjoying the moment. I find it very relaxing. Except for LeBron James hairline. Is that a side effect of that? I had no idea. How does one get over shiny object syndrome? Jumping from one framework to another. Jump, and eventually you'll get sick of it. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. If you're aware of something, if something's an issue, then that's half the battle. You just have to stick to your goals. I can relate this back to my failed relationship. There was an issue. It couldn't get resolved. I knew it couldn't get resolved. So you end things. Or maybe we could hyper focus on something else that was working, right? Like, people sometimes want to just change. Oh, well, this is better. Oh, that's better. But the real issue at hand is that you are aware and you just ignore the thing that you're aware. You're aware enough to say, "Hey, I'm just chasing the shiny object. Why do I chase it?" Figure out why later. Should definitely figure it out. But if you're aware of it, don't do it. So, anyhow, with all that being said, guys, I appreciate y'all. It's a good live stream. Look forward to some cool stuff headed this way in the nearest future. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.